even gonna lie to y'all. I was about to cancel the whole show. So StreamYard, which is a system I use, right? I'm sorry to complain. What's up, everybody? But the system I use, it's not uploading videos, and I had like hella videos for y'all to watch, and I'm like wondering like what the is going on, and it's not working. There's a system issue with freaking StreamYard. But what's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And yes, I'm your boy AT2. How everybody doing? How everybody living? How everybody feeling? I'm a little frustrated, but I wasn't going to cancel this celebration. I'm happy that everybody is here. Y'all looking good. Thank y'all for being here. Let me say what's up to the people before we start. What's up, Ariel? Thank you for being here. What's up, RL? What's up, Melanie? Shout out to everybody on Facebook. What's up, Maxie? How you doing? What's up, Keita? Thank you, Demetria, for holding it down, making sure everybody hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel, sharing all the links. I appreciate that. Yes, you can become a member, all that good stuff. We had a members live earlier. What's up, Winnie? What's up, V? Shout out to everybody coming in the room. I see y'all. What's up, Cam? Hello, 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 hello. What's up, Andrea? How you doing? So like I said, I'm going to give y'all 2 to 3 hours. That's the time limit. 2 to 3 hours. Trending topics and everything else that's going on. So like I said, this is going to be a mix of like some stuff we've already talked about, but kind of in extra detail, and then also a few topics that weren't really big enough to do a whole show on. So I want to go over a few things. So first up, I'm actually going to start out with this Sexy Red story. Y'all know who Sexy Red is? You know, the one that talk about my ussy pink, my booty hole brown. Yes, that's Sexy Red. Now, here's the thing. She's not selling any tickets. So she's doing arena tours now. Her tour starts in August, and there's rumors that it was going to be canceled because she only sold about 37% of tickets. Now, here's the thing. I don't think Sexy Red can do an arena tour. Now, a lot of people know who Sexy Red is. They know her for her music. They know her for, you know, the way she looked, shaking her ass and all that good stuff, right? But I would not put Sexy Red on the same scale as a Nicki Minaj, a Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion. I wouldn't even put her on the same scale as, well, maybe I would put her on the same scale as a Glorilla. Definitely Glorilla, where you can be a special guest to somebody. I don't think you can headline your own tour, especially arena tour. If she want to do the House of Blues or something like that, yeah, she could easily sell out a House of Blues. But as far as an arena tour, I mean, let me ask y'all. So is that song even called Get It Sexy? Ice Spice, that's enough. Yeah, somewhere around those lines. But I can't name you a Sexy Red, like the song title. Like, I know the music when I hear it, but I can't name you like an actual Sexy Red song. Can y'all name a Sexy Red song? I'm waiting. I think this chat gonna go empty because I don't know nobody who can name a Sexy Red song. But to think she can sell out an arena? Who arena? I can't see 10,000 people buying tickets for a Sexy Red show. I'm sorry. This is the difference between being an actual artist and then somebody who does music and go viral. It's two different things, right? Like, yeah, you can have a trending song on TikTok, but that doesn't make you an arena artist. And I think what they were trying to do, her management team, associate her with Drake, have her hang around Drake and all the other rappers and stuff like that, and make it seem like she's on their league. But she's not. She's not. And it's not trying to be disrespectful or anything, but you're not on that level. And I'm sorry to the people, your management team, that told you, yeah, you should do arena tours. Let me ask y'all in the chat. Y'all buying tickets to the Sexy Red show? Yes or no? And while y'all ponder on that thought, go ahead and hit that like button too. Thank you, Demetria. But are y'all buying tickets to that show? Damn, Drake been pulled. He's empty right now. Yeah. Ain't nobody buying no Sexy Red tickets. They should have did a study first and, kind of send out fillers to see if people wanted to see her in their city. Nobody buys albums. That's usually how you can tell what markets are good for you. Radio play, which she does get radio play. We can't deny that. But she's not an arena artist. This is just somebody who makes a few viral songs. Female soldier. Yes. She's the female soldier boy. That's perfect. That's the way to describe her. They even kind of look like each other. Well, no, she actually looked like Young Thug. No shade or nothing. That's Stephanie. She did say that. She came out and said they're trying to sabotage her. She did say that. But I don't even think it's that. Because multiple people have reported that she only sold 37% of her ticket sales. I really just think that she's not a kind of... Yeah, she should be doing college tours. Do you a nice college tour or, House of Blues, very small arenas and stuff like that. I know you can do that. I definitely know you can do that. But as far as an arena, you shooting for the stars. Nah. So someone who we don't really talk about on the show, Dr. Umar. Shout out to Dr. Umar because he had posted this. Rachel Lindsay has been snow bunnied. Now, for those of you who don't know who Rachel Lindsay is, she was the first black bachelorette. And she chose this guy. I forgot what his name is. I don't care. Honestly, to tell you the truth. But Dr. Umar is calling for the repeal of Loving versus Virginia. Now, for those of you who don't got an education or didn't go to college like me, I went to college. I just didn't finish college. But Loving versus Virginia is the case that decided that interracial marriage was legal. So he's saying that we should just go ahead and get rid of it because basically this white man came along and now Rachel Lindsay has to pay him alimony. And so Dr. Umar basically saying, this is her fault. You've been snow bunnied. And so now he's about to take all your money. So he claims, Rachel's husband, or ex-husband, claims he only makes about $16,000 a year, while she makes $63,000 a month. So she makes a good chunk of money, right? And so he's basically saying, like, I need to, in order for me to be able to pay for rent and stuff like that and keep up with this lifestyle, she needs to pay me alimony. And here's the thing. You would think that he would have been able to get him some kind of clout to where he would be able to make some money. But obviously he hasn't. He's literally been living off of her. Been living off of her this whole time. I was like, wow. Wow. All that clout from you being with the first black bachelorette, you didn't use none of that attention or anything to go, you didn't use none of that? And now you expect this woman to pay, and mind you, initially he wanted $16,000 a month, but the judge ended up giving him about 80% of what he wanted, and now she has to pay him $13,000 a month in alimony. Mind you, they ain't got no kids or nothing. no kids, no nothing, but gotta pay him $13,000 a month. Rachel, you have been snow bunnied. Dr. Umar was right. You've been snow bunnied. And I was all like, damn. I wonder, and I don't know how long they've been married for. This is probably what I should have looked up. We know he ain't a doctor, Veronica. We know he full of shit. But I wonder, was there a clause like you have to be married for so long? No, Melanin Queen, they didn't have a prenup. I looked that up. They didn't have a prenup. But I know the longer you've been married with somebody, you get more money, right? And hold on, I got a phone. Why can't I look that up? Let me look that up. Hold on. How long have they been married for? Because he definitely walked away with a bag. 13,000, that ain't bad. Now he wanted 16,000, but they were almost married for 5 years. That's a long time. Well, not really a long time, but I mean, in Hollywood perspective, that's actually a long time. Usually, you give it about a year or two. I mean, look at Ben and J-Lo. They already saying they about to get a divorce. But I thought they never settled down and really lived with each other. So what it was is that they were living by coastal. And according to, the articles and stuff like that, he had like some kind of condo or something. She had the homes. So yeah. Yeah, he walked away with $13K. Now, I want to say this, to be fair, if she was the one getting alimony, he would have to end up paying her. So is it fair? If a woman makes more than a man, should she pay alimony, or should the man be all like, no, I'm going to work hard for my money? Let me do a 30-second countdown. Or let me ask it like this. Let me simplify it. Is it okay for a man to ask for alimony? Yes or no? 30 seconds. Smooth, that's the thing. It doesn't specify at all. It does not specify how long she got to pay that for. I was all like, damn. It kind of reminds me of the Wendy Williams, because you know how she's going through her thing. Well, the Guardian's going through it for her, but they're saying like they paid him way too much money. And it's all like, well, how long, like when does alimony end? According to people, it said that it's unspecified of when it actually ends. But let me go ahead and answer the question. If I was making less money than my wife, would I ask for alimony? Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all already know I ain't shit. Y'all already know I'm not shit. You know I'm asking for alimony. You know I'm asking for alimony. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I'm asking for alimony. Shit. It is what it is. Shit. You ain't gonna leave me broke. And you know what the funny thing is? He's the one that asked for the divorce. So I'm all like, well, damn. Like, even if, because I thought like there's leniency when like the person is the one filing for divorce and asking for alimony. Like, don't they look at that and go like, oh no, like that ain't, you trying to two-timer and stuff like that. You asking us now? Yeah. But if y'all want to pay me some alimony, go ahead and send a super chat, super sticker, or Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Well, I'll just be honest. I'm gonna ask for some alimony. Shit. If I'm used to a certain lifestyle, I'm asking for alimony. Now, if we make around the same amount and I'm able to take care of myself, no, I'm not going to ask for any alimony. But if I'm broke like him, I'm going to ask for some alimony. Yeah. And currently, right now, I'm broke. I'm asking for alimony. That's it. You know? Now, should he get like 13,000? No, I don't think that at all. I think what you can live off monthly, and he's still a chiropractor. You know, obviously he ain't breaking too many backs, popping too many necks or something. Why are you broke? I thought chiropractors make good money. I would say a good amount for him, $2,000 at most. $2,000. That's how much. $2,000 should have been all he got a monthly. Oh, and she got to pay $20,000 for his legal fees. That should be a crime. $20,000 for his legal fees. Damn, Rachel, you done been she definitely did get snow bunny. Damn, Rachel. Oh man. Rachel, really? I mean, but hey, she got the money to pay it, so she's gonna pay it. Again, it didn't have a time limit of when it would stop or not. I think 13K is way too much. Him trying to get 16K was crazy. The request is still pending. It hasn't gone through, but he's trying to get 16K from her. If anything, he should take that 13 and be happy with that because he didn't deserve shit. But I said 2,000 to be fair. You know, she can't completely just leave you broke, but shit. That's crazy. And you work in able body. I could see if he was like handicapped or something like that. You know what I mean? If he was like disabled and he couldn't work, but you're a chiropractor and you're telling me that you only make $16,000 a year, that don't even make no sense. Yes, she is a lawyer. That's the thing. I don't think she still practices anymore. She got a podcast and everything like that. She doesn't practice anymore. I highly doubt. But yeah, you would just think she would be smarter than that. You know what? I'll say this. Some people really marry for love. Some people really are out there marrying for love. And I feel like she was one of those who did. I think any relationship that starts with reality TV or comes from reality TV, you can't possibly love that person. That's just entertainment. I don't feel like you can find real love on reality TV. But you know what? Speaking of a mixed couple, though, interracial couple, one that I like, I actually follow them, and I have never watched this show before. Do y'all know the show Love is Blind? Damn, I follow these people, and I don't even know their name, y'all. But that one interracial couple, y'all know who I'm talking about, right? When y'all see them, don't you like them? They look good together, right? Damn, what's their name? What is their name, y'all? Somebody gotta watch that show. Damn, none of y'all watch it? Oh, it's gonna kill me not knowing who they are. Hold on. It's the Love It. Yes, Cameron and Lauren. Yes. Yeah. They look beautiful together. Like they are like perfect. Now that's a couple I'm like, they doing they thug thizzle. But I hope that she signed a prenup and don't get snow bunny. All right. Oh man. Moving on to the next situation. You know what? I'm gonna talk about this Hulk Hogan thing. So there's a black influencer named Janae, and she was a brand ambassador, and she got hired for Hulk Hogan's beer brand. It's like All American Beer. That's what it's called, right? If anybody who's a wrestling fan, you know his theme song was, I'm a real American, all that stuff. Very patriotic. And so now he has an All American Beer brand. So she and another girl who was black were the brand ambassadors. So Hulk Hogan met them. She had a good time and everything like that. Then she gets a call and was all like, hey, we're canceling the promo tour. We're not going on tour no more. We're canceling it. So then she goes on the internet and see that he hired some new models. And the new models are all Caucasian. And she's like, yo, like, we literally got the boot and you told us that the tour was canceled. But then we find out, no, the tour is still happening. You just got rid of us. So are black people not American? But a lot of people don't know this. Hulk Hogan been a racist. And this is why I'm mad that my video wasn't able to upload. I'm so mad at this. But Hulk Hogan has been a racist. If you guys don't know, there was that whole sex tape scandal, and he was saying some stuff about his daughter, you know, messing around with this black guy. I'm going to try to see if I can play the audio for you guys. Let me see. Let me try to turn this up real quick. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, because the audio is already distorted, so it's going to be hard. But basically, he's saying Brooke was effing this black guy's son, or they've been hanging out. I caught them holding hands together on tour. They were very close, and then it's inaudible. I'm not a double standard type of guy. I'm a racist to a point, you know, effing ninjas, but with an ER, you know, effing ninjas. He says I'm racist to a point, you know, effing ninjas. Okay. Then he said, yeah, cool. When it comes to nice people, you can't say the ... I don't give a F if she inaudible, an 8-foot tall basketball player. If we're gonna F with ninjas, let's get a rich one. Again, if we're gonna F with ninjas, let's get a rich one. This is what he's saying about his daughter. When his daughter was dating some record executive person, was all like, you know, if we're gonna F one, at least let's get, you know, a rich one. Like, why get a broke nigga? Like, let's get a rich one. So yeah, this has been out for more than 10 years, I believe, this audio. So Hulk Hogan has always been a racist, so that's not a surprise. Now, maybe Janae should have did her research and like known, like, yeah, Hulk Hogan is a racist. But funny thing is, you can find her original TikTok on Twitter, but you can't find her TikTok on actual TikTok no more. So I don't know if they settled and they worked something out. But yeah, every wrestling fan, Hulk Hogan is not that American hero, nothing. He's a big old racist. He's a racist. And he's proud of it. But he likes rich ninjas because he can get you, you know, you can afford a certain lifestyle. So that's who Hulk Hogan is. And a lot of people ask me, because they know I'm a wrestling fan, and talk about it. I already knew he was a racist, so nothing was a shock to me. It was kind of like, oh, yeah, that's how he is, you know. He's not respected at all. Horrible fucking person. Horrible. So Hulk Hogan, I hope you sell as many beers as you can. But from me, the AT tubers, it fucked you up. That's basically it. That's all I gotta say about that story. That's kind of, we wrapped that one up. You know, we kicked that one to the curb. Okay. You know, did I show a picture of Rachel Lindsay and her husband? Yes. And technically he's Cuban. But you know, this is the thing about black folks. Basically, with black people, if you're not black, you white. So basically, that's what category he gets put in. So that's why Dr. Umar said she's been snow bunny. But y'all get the nuances from it and all that stuff. So yeah, we get it. We understand it. All right. So let's go ahead and move on to August Alsina and his boo, Zoe. So this comes up like, it seemed like every year. Like every year people are shocked by this whole August Alsina thing about him, having a boyfriend or whatever he likes to define it or love it. It seems like it comes up every year. And he was on Nick Cannon's show, and basically he was defining how what love is, and how you have to find love and how he searched for love. And so then he gets to talking about how he had to love himself and all this spiritual stuff. He's very spiritual. And so a lot of people are still kind of like in shock by it. It's not a shocking thing. You know what it is? I think because he doesn't flat out say, I'm with him or this is my boyfriend or anything like that. People kind of still speculate or they're not sure or whatever. Here's the thing. He's just not putting a label on it, but it is what it is. He looks happy. He finally got away from Jada. Jada was probably sucking his soul. I didn't mean it in that kind of way. I meant like figuratively sucking his soul. She was taking his soul. She was taking the youth out of him. And then, he finally found his happiness. He finally found his happiness. We happy for him. Let him be happy and let him live his life, But I do think Jada was the one probably. She set all that stuff up. She set all that stuff up. I feel like August was the victim. That's how I feel. I feel August was the victim. Now everything we know about Jada, she ain't innocent. She ain't innocent. She preyed on him. She was a cougar and she preyed on him. I'm just saying, y'all can disagree or agree with me. But do y'all think Jada was the aggressor? Or do you think you think August was the aggressor? Who do y'all think was the aggressor? Okay, Demetria. Yeah, like he had to get away from all that. Listen, you see what happened at the Oscars a couple of years ago? Will ended up slapping Chris Rock. And then it came out later, in her book, it came out that they weren't together at that time. So she was shocked that he would get up there and do that. Remember, she tried to play coy and play dumb, like she didn't know, why he would get up there and slap Chris Rock and stuff like that. She put that voodoo on Will Smith. She put that voodoo on she put that voodoo on August. Remember August Alsina was losing his vision and he was getting sick and stuff like that? She had that voodoo coochie. That's what that was. Oh, that's what was making him sick. That voodoo coochie. It was it had him going crazy. So now we fast forward, he found his happiness. He didn't know what he was looking for, and now he found it. So, it is what it is. Shout out to August. Love is love, and he found love. That's all that matters. He got away from that crazy woman, and now he's doing good for himself. I see why, because he was the one who put it on blast. Like, yeah, me and Jada, we was in a relationship and everything. He's the one that outed it, and that was probably freeing for him. Just imagine they were like, "Oh, don't tell nobody, don't say nothing. Like, shh, keep this a secret." And he's like, "No, I'm gonna tell the truth." That's when the whole entanglement, yes, Virgo, the entanglement thing came about. He was all like, damn, let me just go ahead and just tell the truth and tell everybody what's really going on. That's how he felt. I'm not mad at him. He had to get that out there. At first, it seemed like, oh, this is like some real clout chasing shit and stuff like that. No, he had to get that out. He had to free himself because if he didn't free himself, it'll be bottled all in. So I'm happy that he was able to finally let that go, be free, and now, you know, he found his boo that he calls his brother. That's a little strange, but you know, whatever he want to call it, whatever works for him, that works for him. You know, he's happy in love. It is what it is at this point. I thought I had another picture. Hold on, you guys. I think I have another picture of something else because I wanted to show you this real quick. Oh no, I don't have it. Oh shoot, what happened? Hold on, let's take a commercial break real quick.
Monica, this is for you, baby. Miss Bojangles herself, allegedly. I know you're just an avatar, but baby, you fine as heck. Yeah, I know you're just an avatar, but baby girl, you wear it real well, Monica. You are the finest, yeah. Baby girl, they press to find ya, yeah. You might be a Grand Theft Auto character, yeah. Monica, avatar. But baby girl, you fine as heck. Yeah, I know you just an avatar. But baby girl, you wear it well, Monica. You are the finest, yeah. Baby girl, they press to find ya.
All right, I was able to find it. So this is him, Zoe, and he put a heart emoji, and then August Alsina put the lock with the heart like bandaged up, basically saying like you healed my heart. Ain't that romantic, y'all? Aw. So yeah, and this is just me assuming, y'all. That lock, and then with the heart kind of wrapped over, bandaged up, he's saying, "You healed my heart." Touched his heart, his spirit, and everything else. Look at them, just in love. Be happy for people, y'all. Be happy. All right. Moving on to the next. Oh, hold on. I can put me back on camera. Hello. Y'all see me? And shout out to everybody else coming in the room. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. I appreciate y'all. Okay, I was wondering why everybody was laughing at Jekyll. Okay, got it. Oh, man. Not you analyzing. That's what I thought it meant. You know, at least that's what I thought. Yeah. Oh, when am I gonna start wearing? You know, I need to change that emoji. But here's the thing. Oh, here we go again. I always show my face, so I never trip about changing my avatar. Wink, wink. That's all I gotta say. JY, Monica is so pretty. Interview, how long have you seen her? 8 years. Interview, have you ever seen her? No, JY, no. Yo, he said he know who the lady is. That's what he said. He said he's seen an ID and everything like that, allegedly. But that's another story for a different day. We ain't gonna talk about that right now. All right. So I wanted to go ahead and get into this. Oh, it's gonna get heavy. I'll finish out with the other two things after this. Okay. So of course, that's Trump from this Saturday. You know, he got popped in his ear. He's all right. The next day he went golfing. So yeah, he's definitely all right. There was a lot of people who were, even with my clarification video, there was a lot of people still upset and all this stuff. How people can make jokes, people can laugh at him and all this other stuff. Here's the thing. This is the same person that was laughing at Nancy Pelosi when her husband got beat with a hammer. When that guy broke into her house and then beat her husband with a hammer. This was the same person responsible for January 6th. This is the same person that did not want to talk positively about John Lewis, a civil rights, somebody who fought for civil rights. This is a person that has been cruel and mean to a lot of people. So again, do I wish DEATH on him? No, of course not. Do I think that it's definitely a security issue if political personnel are getting shot at? Yeah, I think that's a huge issue. I think that is something that needs to be taken very seriously. You know, we're not like Turkey or those other countries. Like in Turkey, I believe like a couple of years ago, one of their politicians got murked, you know? Like, it's very serious in that case. Again, yesterday we shared how the police were warned that there was somebody on the roof. And they just ignored it. They didn't do anything about it. Like, how do you ignore somebody on a roof with a rifle? Like, y'all didn't think that was, like, there's a lot of things that have gone down and they were not taken care of. They were not handled in the right way. But you can't make people feel a certain kind of way when they don't care for someone. Again, I'm not wishing death on anybody, but you can't force people to start crying and being worried about somebody who they don't give a fuck about. Simple as that. And I feel that everybody should have questions. Like, how can this happen? One thing I want to talk about this whole fist pump thing, right? Well, he was all like, he was pumping his fist up in the air because I didn't know what he was saying. I know he said, hold on, hold on. And I was like, hold on. Like, you were just shot. Like, why are you saying, hold on? So when he's like pumping on his fists and stuff, like, he's saying, fight, fight, fight. That's what he's telling people to do. You're literally, you just got popped in your ear and you're inciting people to fight. Now, some people are going to interpret it saying like, oh, well, what he was trying to say was that, you know, he's going to fight for this country because he cares about it. All right. If you want to play like that, all right. That's your interpretation. But he's literally saying fight, fight, fight. And knowing that this man, again, probably because of security, he couldn't go visit the people, knowing that he did not go see the other two victims that got hit, and he didn't even call the widower of Corey that got, you know, popped. He did not call that person who died, the wife. Obviously, he couldn't call the person. This is her actual statement right here. It says, Helen told the Post, the New York Post, told the Post that President Joe Biden President Joe Biden tried to call her, but she declined to speak to him since her husband was a devout Republican and he would not have wanted me to talk to him. But she added that she does not hold the current president responsible for what happened to her family. I don't have any ill will towards Joe Biden, she said. I'm not one of those people that gets involved in politics. I support Trump. That's who I'm voting for, but I don't have ill will towards Biden. He didn't do anything to my husband. A 20-year-old despicable kid did, talking about the shooter. She continued, the family has not heard from Trump, she added. Here's my problem with Miss Helen, and I know she's a widower, right? So I'm going to try to be kind. But then I'm not. I'm definitely sorry to what happened to her husband, right? But literally, the president calls you to, wish you well, and you decide not to answer the call because that's not what your husband would have wanted and all this other. But you claim not to be a political person. But you did not take the president's call. But yet, you did not get a call from Trump. And he was seen golfing the next day. And I'm trying not to really go in. But this is not going to be my show if I don't tell the truth. Again, I'm not saying that the man Corey that got unalived deserved it. I'm not saying that. But there was a lot of controversial shit that he was posting on his Twitter. And something that I had seen was this. And this is his legit Twitter. So there's a posting about the bombings in Gaza, right? And he says, they'll get over it. The Japanese did. Referencing World War II, obviously. I mean, one. No, two. I'm sorry. And here's my thing. Again, I'm not saying that he deserved to be unalived, but if people don't feel sorry, they don't feel sorry. You can't force people to feel sorry. Now, wishing bad on someone is horrible. I will always stand by that. You should never wish bad on somebody or wish somebody was unalived or something like that, right? But when you are heartless, and there's more that I can post, I'm just not going to do that. But when you're literally putting out evilness and venom out there, expect to get it back. Karma is a bitch, and she's unforgiving. Something else that I didn't like is that you see all those people and how what they decided to do was pull out their phone, how they decided to cheer and all this other shit, and you're just kind of like, are y'all crazy? Are y'all out your mind? Literally, there's a shooting, and then there's somebody these are the people that were right behind Trump. There's literally somebody down because they lost their life because they were in the head. They were popped in the head. Lost their life, and you guys are cheering this man on, and nobody had a sense of awareness. Only the few small minority that were by the guy who got popped were actually paying attention to what's going on. Everybody else is all cheering and everything else, and I'm all like, y'all had no sense of urgency at all? It's crazy to me how your politics can become a religion. You should never treat any political figure as a god. And that's what you see a lot, treating it as a god. That's wild to me. That is crazy to me. You would risk your own life for a man that can probably not give a fuck about you. And that would be the same for Joe Biden. I don't think he cares that much either. I ain't going to say oh, he loves the people. No, I'm not going to say that. But at least somebody would have some kind of awareness to be all we need to get the people out of here. Not try to do a photo op. And I said yesterday, I was like, that's a dope ass picture. I didn't lie when he had the fist up in the blood. I ain't gonna lie and say that I didn't say it wasn't a dope picture. That was a dope picture. But that was so ignorant of you to do that at a time of when somebody had lost their life, you got popped in your ear, and you want to fist pump and say, fight, fight, fight. Somebody said stunt queen. Yeah. That's wild to me. That was your first thought. And the fact that the Secret Service let you do that and they didn't just drag your ass along, it was like, no, 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 we gotta go, we gotta go. Like they let you do that little fist pump and everything like that. What? And the sad part is that the conversation isn't going to be around the whole assault rifle. And like I told you, I'm not like a crazy gun nut. Like I'm not like, oh, you need to get rid of all guns or anything like that. No. But why was the Thomas dude, who's the shooter, why was he allowed to buy like 50 rounds of ammo? Like that doesn't put an alert in the system automatically. This is a 20-year-old kid. He just like it's a where he's from, it's like a suburban town, right? A 20-year-old, 50 rounds of ammo, like that doesn't put an alert or anything like that. I'm just thinking like, as I understand, Stephanie, it was at one time. So then, besides the purchase, he was actually able to scale the building and get up on top of the roof. Now, they said it was outside of the security parameters, but even with that thought, you would think like, again, there's another video where you see the snipers on top of the roof next to where Trump was, and it looks like they were looking at something, right? It looks like they were looking, and then it was kind of like, well, what are they looking at? And then all of a sudden, that's when you hear the pop, 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 pop. That's when you hear it. And then they shoot, and then they neutralize them or whatever, right? That's what they, instead of shooting, they call it neutralize. They neutralize the suspect. But if you look at a certain camera angle, and I hate that I can't bring up my videos, but it looks like they were already looking at the guy before the shots even popped off. So the whole thing is very alarming and it's very disturbing. Again, I'm not saying that I wish for anybody to be unalived or anything like that. But it's just important. Don't play with your life. No political party is worth your life. It's not worth it. Like, please, 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 be safe out there. It's crazy. It's crazy out there. Still on the Trump news, because I got to talk about these two real quick. So Trump picked J.D. Vance. He's the senator in Ohio. He picked him, right? But you had these two shucking and jiving and didn't get picked. Now, here's the thing. Both of these two were never going to get picked. And I'm going to tell you why. Now, as far as the black vote, these two weren't going to help Trump get that black vote. The people that are black that are voting for Trump already made up their mind a long time ago. But this wasn't going to get Trump any more support. These two. Before they call it the First Step Act, it was called something different. And Tim Scott was the lone Republican trying to get that passed through when it was Obama for president, and he wasn't able to get it passed through. So he already was looked at as like, And then the word on the street is that him and Lindsay Graham are really partners together. You know, recently he had to get him a fake girlfriend and stuff like that. Going on to Byron Donalds, right? The one on the right. So he, has been talking about the Jim Crow era. There was more black people together and stuff like that. Yeah, but there was also segregation. That's what he forgot to mention. But here's the thing. He's out there talking about the black family, but sir, you do not have a black family. Your wife is white. And there's nothing wrong with being snow bunnied. Shout out to Dr. Umar, even though he ain't a real doctor. It ain't no problem being snow bunnied. But this is something I didn't know, you guys. So Byron Donald was actually married to a black woman, and he was cheating on his wife with the woman that he's married with now. I did not know that. I was all like, oh. So if he would have got that VP pick, that would have definitely came out, and they'd be like, look, he's with a cheater. He's with a cheater. Trump is a cheater. That would have all came out. So I believe these two, one, wasn't able to garner any more black support, and then two, too many questions about them. Too questionable. So he went with who he went with, and who the new his vice president pick. I'm sorry, I'm saying vice president pick because he hasn't been elected yet, right? This new guy, JD Vance, well, not new, I shouldn't say. He was a critic of Trump. So we'll see how that all plays out because they're already putting out videos of all the negative stuff that he said about Trump in the past. So we'll see how it works out, and we'll see how November goes. But the crazy part is, and I'm so mad that my clip didn't work, right? Y'all know the Sloan Bella lady? She actually said this back in, I want to say March it was. I got a little clip. I'm going to go ahead and play you guys the clip. And then, of course, I'm going to throw in my 2 cents and add my commentary in there. And y'all ain't going to like it, but hey, it's my show, so I'm allowed to say it. Okay.
know what I predicted no election. I don't see the election. I keep saying that. I don't see it. So I don't know who's going to get shot, but somebody's going to get shot. No, I'm not saying doing that. I'm saying shut up. Anyway, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Anyone?
I'll play it one more time.
Anyone know what I predicted no election. I don't
predicted
see the
no
election.
election.
I keep saying that. I don't see it. So I don't know who's going to get shot, but somebody's going to get shot. No, I'm not saying doing that. I'm saying shut up. Anyway, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, May 24th this was. So yeah, that was her statement. She was all like, I see somebody getting pow, right? And I was all like, oh, wow. Like, and then it actually ended up happening. Now, I'm not one for like mediums and stuff like that. People who, well, she's not a medium. Well, no, she would be because she talked to dead people and stuff. I see dead people. But I thought only the black spirits talked to her. I didn't know the white spirits talked. Y'all, I had to say it, y'all. I'm sorry. I thought only the black spirits talked to her because it seemed like she would only go viral when the black spirits talked to her. But when the white spirits, I ain't never heard anything. Let me say this, y'all. Okay, when I die, right, my spirit is not going to talk to a short blonde-haired white lady. I just want to let y'all know that. I just want to let y'all know that up front. My spirit is not going to talk to a short-haired blonde white lady. I don't know who I'm going to talk to. But, I don't think it's going to be a short-haired blonde because I'm just asking. Like all these black people, they be like, "Nah, I ain't gonna go to the black spiritual person. I'm gonna go to the white and blonde lady with short hair." Like this is what our ancestors died for. Our ancestors died to talk to a short blonde white hair lady. I'm just asking y'all. I'm just asking. Like they was all like, I'm gonna talk to this short hair blonde white lady. Out of all the people, they be all like, you know what? I'm gonna talk to her. Like they did, like they skipped all the black people and just went to. And maybe the spirits don't see color. Does anybody know? Do spirits see color? Maybe they don't see color. Like I'm just saying, like no one. I just got questions, y'all. Ain't nobody thought that. Put a 1 in the chat if anybody else thought that. Like this is like, damn, all them spirits be talking to her. Like out of all the people, like they did that. Like you know, like. Because none of the spirits came and talked to me. I don't know what's going on. Like, how do I get the spirits to talk to me? The spirits don't talk to me, but for some reason, they talk to her. Thank y'all. I knew I was the only one. I see some of y'all putting 1s. Don't be ashamed. And listen, it's no hate to her at all. It's no hate. I'm not throwing no hate to her. I'm not... Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm very curious to like, oh, she does talk to the white spirits? Okay. It just didn't seem like she talked to the white spirits. It seemed like when she went viral, it was when she talked to the black spirits, but she don't go viral for talking to the white spirits. It's just a question, right, Nina? It's just a question. I was just wondering, I was like, okay, that's all they talked to. They only talked to her? Okay. All right. But yeah, that's what she said. And so I was like, oh, okay, And again, I feel like I'm more of a person that believes in like intuition and stuff like that. Like I'm not saying I don't think people can't connect to people's spirits and stuff like that, but I believe in more like energy and stuff like that. That's why I like the tarot card stuff. It doesn't like scare me or nothing like that. That's just my own personal opinion. But that was her prediction, and then he got popped in the ear. So I mean, okay, well, maybe she was onto something because she said she don't think the election is gonna happen. But luckily the white spirits were talking to her and they let her know that. Anyway, moving on. Y'all know I ain't shit. Go ahead and hit that like button though for me. Thank you everybody for being here. I want to go ahead and talk about the whole TGIF thing, right? Because I didn't know when I talk, everybody was going to start saying that, yeah, they were having freak-offs over at TGIF because I've seen a few videos titled freak-offs. And I was all like, no, that's not what I was trying to say. I was just saying that they ruined the show over, this alleged hookup with one of the producers and stuff like that. And it just seemed like a stupid, petty reason. And so now everybody's saying TGIF Freakoff. Now, I'm surprised I didn't think of it. That's why I'm a little mad. I didn't think like, damn, I should have titled the video a Freakoff. That was funny. Like, hold on, let me see what I titled the video, actually. I titled it something way different. Let me see, hold on. I think I titled it Lies, Deceit, and Eggplant. Yeah, Lies, Deceit, and Eggplant. That's what I titled it. So here's my thing. I think that the show needed to be over with. It needed to be over with. Now that we can see hindsight 2020, it needed to be done with. These people didn't like each other. They didn't get along. The show had no chemistry. It didn't come off natural at all. It came off like they hated each other. Now being able to go back and like rewatch some stuff, because I admit I wasn't an avid watcher, right? Now going back and seeing some of the old clips and having to replay it and do research and stuff like that, they hated each other. I don't know how you can really hate somebody when you work over Zoom, but you know they hated each other. And speaking of Zoom, Fox never put any money into their show. And I don't think Fox was ever going to really put any money into anything on Fox Soul. What's up, Couture Bay? Thank you for that. They weren't going to put any money into Fox Soul. The people are fine with their paychecks. They're fine with the way that it looks. They're fine doing the show on Zoom. If they didn't want better for themselves, they weren't going to get better at this point. It's an unfortunate situation. And again, you never want to see people out of a job. I never want to see nobody get fired or out of a job or anything like that. It's just that, unfortunately, for these people, they couldn't get it together. They couldn't work together. It's not always meant to work out. Unfortunately, when you have three strong-willed people, somebody has to kind of give, but none of them were willing to give. I don't talk about everything in my DM and stuff like that, but I will tell you, I asked Claudia, I was like, well, did you try to call Al and try to, work things out? She said, no, she didn't. She went into further detail, but basically, she refused to talk to him. So I'm only assuming that probably Armand refused to talk to him as well, too, based off of what he said. Like, the manager told him, like, oh, you need to work that out with him instead of having, like, a team meeting and stuff like that. So I'm only assuming that he probably refused to have a meeting, too, as well, or at least talk to, Al and stuff like that. So you have three people who don't want to communicate. It was never going to work. Even if they decided, okay, well, we're going to keep the show on for another month and see how it does, I guarantee you there'd be some kind of another event that would have happened. It probably would have helped them go viral, but the show would have ended up canceled again. It would have ended up canceled. Let me ask you guys a question. Do you guys think they would have been able to get it together after that hiatus break? Yes or no? Do you think if Fox decided to keep TGIF, they would have been able to come back and get their shit together, or no? Yes or no? I say I don't even need to do a 30-second countdown. I say no. Based on everything we know now, they wouldn't have got their shit together. No. It was an unhealthy work environment. This is what Al keeps on talking about, the unhealthy work environment thing. Nobody willing to communicate with each other. Nobody willing to. Y'all should have had couples counseling or some shit like that. One of my jobs, well, a few jobs. Have y'all ever took the personality test, whether you find out you're an introvert or extrovert test at your job? If you ever worked definitely call centers, you had that. And then there's another training that I've had, and it's for, what is it called? I forgot. It's like an acronym for something, but it's basically like a leadership, like how to be a leader. I was in leadership, so I had to, do that training as well, too. There's different kind of trainings that you have on a job. So they needed some kind of training or something. Fox wasn't willing to put in any of that money. As soon as they started having, like, outside drama, they should have already gathered that shit together and been like, hey, we need to go ahead and work this shit out and get this shit going. So we're going to put y'all in some kind of group training or something like that. If you don't do it, you're fired. And had them get their shit together. Myers-Briggs, yes. Yeah. Exactly. That's the personality one, right? The Myers-Briggs, yeah. But again, who would approve a roast when all the cast hate each other? All the hosts hate each other. Who would approve a roast? I would never approve to do a roast with people that hate each other. It was never going to be a good idea. Never. I want to also speak to something because people were saying, I got the comments under my video where they're all like, oh, well, Armand didn't say any names. He said a network that he used to work for. Nigga, he only worked for one network and it was Fox Soul. And so a lot of people say, he never said a name and you guys are just assuming and you guys are putting things together. If it was a lie, he would put a clarification out there. If he doesn't care to put a clarification out there and we only know of him working for one network, and the story was similar to the rumor that we had already heard, that he was allegedly sleeping with the producer. We had already heard that rumor, and so it ties in to what he was saying. We used context clues, put two and two together, and I'll even tell you this, somebody confirmed it in my DM. So that's how I know that's what that was about. He has not clarified it. He has not went back and was all like, no, I didn't make it is what it is, y'all. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Listen. And again, it went viral, but then the thing was, they didn't put it back up. Al got mad and was like, take that shit down, and then they didn't put it back up. Right, it doesn't take Nancy Drew. Right. Just like something I didn't know, that whole, when Lunel had asked Al about Star Jones or whatever, they took that episode down. They took that shit down too. I was like, damn, they was just taking down everything. I feel like there was ways for them to push the limit without it being so nasty and rude. But because you hate each other, it's always going to be looked at and perceived as nasty and rude. It's not going to be perceived as something good for TV or good for ratings and stuff like that. The show is always going to be perceived in a negative way because these three people hate each other. Granted, Claudia and Armand, got along, towards the end and stuff like that. But that's only one. You have a show with three people, two people like each other, and they hate one person. They weren't going to get rid of the one person. Obviously, he had a relationship with the network. They seemed to favor him more. They weren't going to get rid of him. So it was all like, if you can't beat him, join him. That's what it kind of looked like to me. I think Fox sabotaged the show, knowing well on that roast. They didn't want to pay Exactly. They didn't want to renew him. They didn't want to renew him anyway. I think they knew the shit was going down, and they're all like, we're not going to have this around. Do what y'all want. It seemed very careless. You know what I mean? And this is what happens when you don't have the right management around. You don't have the right team around. I don't think they care about Fox Soul. A lot of the shows that they have now on Fox Soul, it's like they're re-uploading things from the Fox network, basically. Like the Face Off, Dish Nation. Like, is anybody watching Fox Soul right now? Let's see. Remember I went in there and was only 10 people watching? And I know they like to say, oh, we're on Tubi, we're on this cable station, whatever. Ain't nobody watched that shit over on those cable stations either. So let's be real. 9 people watching. 9 people. Where's TGIF? Well, I'm about to catch Funky live. They could easily clean house and revamp TGIF. That includes producers too. Y'all played a part in effing up the show. Like, literally, people are talking crap about how they gonna watch Funky bring back TGIF. Literally. Nobody is caring about that show. I mean, about that network. 9 people in there. And I was probably number 9. There was probably 8 before me. But it kind of teaches you, like, you have to create your own. Like, when you notice that there's a sinking ship going down, you got to either change some shit around or jump off that sinking ship. It was definitely failing. You had quit watching, Veronica? Yeah. And I admit it, I was not an avid watcher. You know, I would only watch the clips of certain things and stuff like that. But I wasn't an avid watcher. I admit that. But hell, now nobody's watching. Ding, ding, ding. All right. So I wanted to go back and kind of revisit the this Netta thing. Netta and Charles. And the reason why is because it seems like everybody is so sympathetic. They're like, you can't talk about Charles and Netta. Like, if you talk about Charles and Netta, you're a hater, you're being mean, you're mad because they're rich and they get money and you're not. There's a lot of people that love them some Charles and Netta. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with that, y'all. Love you some Charles and Netta. Love them. You should love them. Like, their personalities. It's okay to love them. But are they above criticism, you guys? That's what it sounded like. They're above criticism. You can't criticize them. If you criticize them, you're a hater. So when, you know, Charles is going off on Netta, telling Netta to shut up, like he did on that podcast. Mind you, he's been telling Netta to shut up. We can't say anything. When Netta and Charles trying to give advice to women on what they should do and how they should act, we can't have a comment on that? We can't have an opinion? Like, what the hell y'all know about that? When Netta is making that nasty food with all them big ass chunks of bell pepper and onion, we can't comment on how nasty her food looked. Everything is up for opinion. Why can we not have an opinion about Charles and Netta? Like, we literally have to protect them at all costs? Like, no matter what, we can't say nothing? That's crazy to me. That is crazy. And I was watching TEA-GIF, Rick Ross' baby mama, and she was talking about how she was wondering if this is real or fake. And I've been going through a lot of TikTok I was going through TikTok earlier today, right? And a lot of people are having that same assumption. They're all like, we think that this is fake. And maybe they feel like they have to keep this going to bring in the money. Now, at the time, you know, when they first started out, did I think it was real and stuff like that? Yeah, I thought it was real. But now, I think we're looking at two people that don't like each other, you guys. I think this relationship might be fake. And they're faking it to bring in the money. We know that Charles don't have a job. Netta, this is her job. Well, this is both of their jobs now. They have to do this. They have to put themselves out there. And again, has Netta got new management? I know it's only been, you know, like a week or so, or maybe it's been like about 4 or 5 days. But have you looked for management? Have you looked for a PR team? Like, have you, like, you guys are bigger content creators. There has to be somebody that reached out to you and been all like, hey, I can, you know, this is my manager. Let me give you my manager. Like, nobody has tried to reach out to you guys and do anything. Are you saying Charles ain't gay? No. We know that. spoke about it earlier when they had called him out on the podcast. Literally, these are just, how do I put this? This is just like your average Joe off the street that gets interviewed by the news because they witnessed like a shooting or something like that. That's how they literally act. Remember, what's her name? Sweet Brown? You know, I ain't got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. You know, I went to the refrigerator and got me a cold pop. Remember her, Sweet Brown? That's how Charles and Netta act. Like they ain't never been nowhere. They ain't never been in a professional setting. They ain't got no home training. Like they literally act like wild animals. They act like, give me a cold pop. Or shit, they act like Antoine Dotson, you know? They hiding in your window, snatching your people up. You better hide your kids, hide your wife. I can't say the R word, so I had to fast forward. But yeah, hide your kids, hide your wife. Because everybody out here. But at least I'll say with Sweet Brown, Miss Cold Pop, ain't nobody got time for that. Antoine Dotson, they at least had some kind of media training. They were able to do commercials and stuff like that. Like, why don't I see Miss Netta do any commercials? Has Miss Netta ever had any brand deals? Netta and Charles, have they ever had brand deals? I don't even think they had brand deals. So the food was sponsored by EBT. Y'all are ridiculous. I can't stand y'all. Like, but literally, like, nothing about them is marketable. That's the problem. Nobody wants to buy anything that they have. I guarantee you, if Carlos wasn't scamming and saying that he was going to put out some seasonings for them, nobody would have bought their seasonings. You know somebody who do have seasonings and stuff like that? Shout out to B Love. You know B Love who be eating them lobster tails and all that stuff. And she got she got hot sauce now, but she got her crab boil sauce. That's what she sells. And she's been able to make money off of that. She's still making money off of it. You'll still see hashtag B Love sauce. Everybody loves them some B Love. She knew, okay, eventually the views are going to go down. I can only eat so much lobster tail, crab legs, ostrich ass. It's only so much ostrich ass that she can eat. So she went ahead and got her some seasonings and marketed that. Smart business move. But who is Netta marketing for? Like, y'all said drag race. Tabitha Brown. You know, even though Tabitha Brown it's kind of like Tabitha Brown is an actual is an actress. She was an actress before, but she got viral during the pandemic and stuff like that, and she blew up. She was vegan, you know, that's your business and stuff like that. And she had the cats. She was like everybody's auntie. And again, we didn't laugh at Tabitha. But Netta and Charles, we laugh at them. And granted, I do stupid, silly shit all the time, granted, right? But I don't want nobody laughing at me like all the time. Like that, like I feel like you guys laugh with me. I don't feel like you guys are laughing at me. Does that make sense what I'm saying, you guys? Why y'all saying pickle pig feet and shit? Oh my god. Horrible, horrible, Brooke, but I like it. Horrible, though. But I feel like you guys laugh with me and not at me. Those are two different things. Unfortunately, people are laughing at them. And this relationship might just be like, okay, we holding on to this. Because here's my thing. Y'all just got married in January, but don't forget they've been with each other for 6 years. But they just got married in January. To me, that seemed like, oh, we had to make it official since people are digging into our past and shit like that. And if we get married, we'll be able to sell this reality show that they were quote unquote supposed to be working on. So since the reality show is not going to go anywhere, I bet you they're having regret like, oh shit, we shouldn't even have got married. We should have just left it the way it was. This relationship doesn't seem real at all. It seems fake as hell. And the thing about it is that this, if y'all don't get y'all some products or something to sell, you're going to be looking really foolish. Because there's going to be a time period where people aren't going to want to interview you. I ain't going to lie. That whole interview with the Aunties podcast, it was funny, hilarious. But also having Tokyo Tony there. Because she was the one actually asking like real questions. Tia and Carlissa, they was just kind of just rambling nonsense. But Tokyo Tony, she's talented. You can't deny that. Tokyo Tony knows how to pull a crowd in. She knows how to go viral. She's perfect at that. Why do you think Black China has been able to stay relevant? She learned it from her mama. She got it. She understands it. They got married because they could finally afford it. That could be a thing. I won't say that's not true. Boycott green peppers. But I will say this. I do believe that if it wasn't for like the hype and everything like that, they wouldn't have got married. Because also, and we didn't talk about it earlier, with that interview on the Aunties podcast, Netta was in a 20-year relationship with someone else, but he ended up dying from a heart attack. And she said she was never married before. This is her first time being married. So I don't even think it was the money thing. I think Netta and Charles probably wouldn't even got married or anything like that. They was just living the way they was living. Somebody probably told them, like, that manager Carlos, who they only known for 7 months, was probably like, hey, y'all need to get married. That would be good for your reality show. They probably wouldn't have never got married. Especially if you was with somebody for 20 years and you didn't get married and that was like the love of your life that you claim. Yeah, they wouldn't have got married. Let me ask you guys. Do you guys believe that Netta and Charles, if they weren't internet sensations, do you believe they would have got married? Yes or no? If they weren't internet sensations, would Netta and Charles have gotten married? Yes or no? 30 seconds. It was for content. Content. And some people feel like, well, why would you get married for content? And people do it all the time. Why do people go on them reality dating shows knowing that they ain't actually going to find love? Content. To get famous. Why do people go on reality TV in general? To get famous. You know, it's one of those things. Oh, I was asking Melanie if they weren't internet sensations, do you feel like they would actually had eventually got married? Yes or no? I don't feel like they would have got married. A few of y'all said like, who knows? You know, I don't care. Like, yeah, but nobody said, oh yeah, they love each other. At least I didn't see somebody say, oh, they love each other. Let me ask you the next question. Do you guys feel like the relationship is real? Yes or no? We don't need a 30-second countdown for that. I don't feel like it's legit. I don't feel like it's real. I feel like they're just, I mean, it's real because they are married. Netta loves Charles. Yes. I agree with that. But does Charles love Netta? Excuse me. I need to see the papers. Yeah. Netta loves Charles. Does Charles love Netta? Nah. No, not at all. Not like that. Right. No, that's just a it's just a fantasy for him. It ain't like real love or anything like that. You always love the person that feeds you. Yo, it's nothing like a home cooked meal, I ain't gonna lie. It's nothing like a home cooked meal. But I I don't know if I could do Netta. I like I said, she had room and board, so you know that's why he took one for the team. But I don't know, cause do y'all think Netta is beautiful? See, I feel like we can have these conversations. I feel like there's nothing wrong with it. And some people might feel like Netta's beautiful. You know, and listen, as social media personalities and stuff like that, we get judged on our looks all the time. You know, people call me ugly and stuff like that. I accept it. I'll be like, hey, I got it. You know, I'm cool with it. It's all good. Charles is straight in God's eyes. Hell to the nah. Stop. You better. But let me ask, like, would y'all hit Miss Netta? Would y'all hit it? Yes or no? You would have to be a dragon slayer. And what I mean by that, you would have to slay that dragon. Ah! Yeah. With football. Shit. Would you hit it like a pinata? That's what I'm talking. I'm just like, oh my God. Like, I guess if you homeless, you need somewhere to live. Shit, you gonna do. Listen, times be hard. I ain't judging, but I'm judging. But times be hard. And so sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I get it. I understand it. But damn, was that a rhetorical? Y'all don't have to answer it. I was just saying, y'all. Those are the thoughts that go through my mind. I'll be like, could you really like, even with the hair, makeup, and everything, like, I'm just all like, not Bill Cosby. Not, not Bill. Not Bill Cosby in drag. Nah, nuh-uh. I've seen real women look worse than the... Love, you know you ain't right. You ain't right. Because you got to think about this too. This is what we don't really talk about. I referenced, and I guess I was wrong. I said 48. Netta is 47. Charles is 35. I'm 35. I don't know if I would be down for a 47 like that. For me, that's a hard 47. I don't know. Shit, I would rather have Jaguar Wright with her dingleberries than, yeah. Yeah, Charles is a rough 35. I didn't know he was 35. I thought he was older than that. Hell, I thought Netta was older than that. If I'm to be honest. I need to see ID. Yeah, we got to check them IDs because it's kind of rough out here. Looking kind of rough. But again, Netta, Charles, they got a fan base. They got people that love them. Listen, they got more subscribers than me. They got more money than me. I ain't mad at it. But like I said, I feel like we got to the point where, oh, you can't even make jokes or say anything, or you're looked at as being mean or evil. And no, they like this attention, damn it. They like this. Now, prying into their personal life as far as trying to dox them and look up criminal records, I don't think that's right. But as far as talking about the shit they do on the internet, that's all, yeah. We can talk about that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hell to the no. Yeah. Unless that's 250 million, I'll do it. But 250K, nah. Well, let me ask this. Do I gotta fuck Miss Netta? Or could we just sleep in the bed? Like, I'll sleep in the same bed. You know, my side, your side. But if I gotta fuck Miss Netta for 250K, nah. Nah. Oh, nah. Not even with a plastic bag, nah. Oh, Lord. Oh, no. What's up, Mary D? I'm sorry you came in on that part. No, but you gotta be on YouTube with her. I could do it. You know, I honestly like bell pepper and onions. I like bell pepper and onions. You know, I just don't like big ass chunks of bell pepper and onions, but I like bell pepper and onions though. Like, I have no problem with it. You know, I'll eat the bell pepper and onions, but just don't make the chunks so damn big. You know, I got an aunt and a grandfather that look like. And I think that goes back to the speaking of that, the T.S. Madison thing, how she was saying, like, you know, I you know, look like this, but y'all see Miss Netta and say, oh, she looked like a woman. I think it speaks to ooh, this is getting kind of deep. Damn, we're not even at the 2-hour mark, so I can't even end the show like this. T.S. Madison doesn't look like a man to me. But I think what it is, when you see Netta, and Miss Netta is presenting as Miss Netta, and we don't know, you know, Miss Netta's history. When Miss Netta first got on the scene, we didn't know Miss Netta history or anything like that. You know, Miss Netta sound feminine. Miss Netta, you know, acted feminine. And Miss Netta was Miss Netta. We didn't know nothing about Joe Netta or Joe. We didn't know anything about that, right? So, just like somebody had said, Netta looks like somebody, great auntie. You know, she looked like somebody we might know that looked like that. So because Netta um doesn't like really get dressed up, where when you see the trans girls, they look very dressed up, dolled up, and stuff like that, and it has a certain look to it. But like I said, I don't think T.S. Madison looks like a man. But because we already know, and you got the T.S. in front of your name, we know what that stands for. And so when people don't like you, they're going to throw that in your face. But again, going back to Netta, Netta is not all, well, now Netta gets all dolled up and stuff like that. But initially, Netta, yeah, Demetria, yeah. I thought it was a woman. I didn't know nothing about that. I just see, Charles, your lunch is ready. That's it. I didn't look any deeper into it. It wasn't until recently all the controversy started coming, and I was all like, I knew. You know, you kind of, like, after you find out about it, you be like, oh, I knew something was different. You know, you kind of be like, oh, I knew something was different. I knew something was going on, you know? I just thought she was ugly. What? Let me ask the question then. Okay, let's do a 30-second countdown. Did you think that Netta was a woman when you first seen Netta? Yes or no? 30 seconds. Oh, some of y'all say no. Oh, okay. So y'all knew what it was. Okay. And we can be honest. Now, again, was that when y'all first seen Miss Netta? Y'all like knew, like y'all was like, oh no, I knew what that was. Like y'all knew for a fact. Like when you first, I'm saying the first video where you're like, child, you left me, you know, all that. Y'all knew what it was. That's what y'all saying. Cause I just said, oh, Charles, your lunch is ready. And I was kind of like, it never, like, I never thought it was funny. And like I said, I seen her food and I was kind of like, ooh, this is nasty. Like, I don't get it. But everybody was talking about them. Everybody loved them some Miss Netta. You know? But I didn't look too deep into it. I was all like, oh, this is, you know, ain't the prettiest woman I've seen, but, you know, wasn't all dolled up and didn't have a certain kind of look, if you get what I'm saying. I'm trying to say it nicely, but didn't have a certain kind of look, so you're just kind of like, oh, yeah, it is what it is, and they call her Miss Netta. I never kind of, unless it's obvious or something like that, I never like dive further into it. I think that's just being a man. Like, I'm just kind of like, oh, okay, it is what it is. Like, I'm not asking any questions. Now, if something's off, you know, like, I might be like, and I don't want to say off, but if something catches my my attention, I'll be like, I need to look deeper into this, or, you know, I'm gonna look at this more. But firsthand, I didn't ask any questions. I was like, oh, Charles, your lunch is ready. That's it. I didn't think anything of it. Again, I had seen Netta and Charles in the beginning, not when, you know, they blew up and then Netta started, you know, doing the hair and makeup and stuff like that. That wasn't until more recently we have been seeing that. And like I said, they definitely have changed up, because we don't see whatchamacallit. We don't see Netta cooking for Charles no more. They must be eating takeout now. Or takeaway. That's how they say it in the UK. They'd be like, we're going to eat takeaway. we don't see her cook no more for him. Like, did she cook today for him? You know, is Charles eating still? I don't think Charles been eating. That's probably why he been so cranky and shit like that. He ain't been eating. This Netta ain't cooking him up a plate or nothing. Yep, I don't see nothing on here about her plates or nothing. Everything is about some kind of drama, them in the pool, in the above ground pool. Again, I didn't know having an above ground pool was like low class, but shit, I don't have a pool, so you know. Yeah, I don't see no more plates. There's a video Netta cooking from 3 weeks ago. Yeah, other than that, I haven't seen anything recently. They totally have changed their content. They be traveling every time she goes live. She's getting hair and makeup. And you know, and that is, but I think they only travel on the weekend though, Love Maria. It's only on the weekend that they travel. Like during the week, you can easily cook. Listen, I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. Shit, I boiled some hot dogs today. I wasn't cooking. I made, you know, shrimp fajitas. I made taco meat this weekend. I got kind of sick of it because, you know, when you eat the same thing too much, you get kind of sick of it. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make hot dogs, and that's what I make. Something simple, but yeah, it ain't gotta be no extravagant meal. But shit, cook a little something, something. You know what I mean? I wish y'all all stop. Oh, you want us to stop talking about them so they'll go away, Princess? Okay. But again, they were just on the Auntie podcast. That's why we're talking about them. I think they're kind of the attention that they've been getting. I think that's all gonna slow down. I don't feel like it's gonna. Yeah, they're already kind of fizzling out. I don't think people are really gonna care that much in a minute. Like I said earlier, how they always try to go live and they be talking about, oh, you got to go live on here because we got more viewers, we'll make more money. Once they started exposing like the money side of it, it's going to turn people off. That's why you don't hear me always ask for, you know, cash apps and super chats and stuff like that. Like when I ask for it, I always slip it in. You know what I mean? Their Jaguar Wright. Yo, that's true. I've been seeing, and also too, because I unfollowed a lot of the Jaguar Wright people that talk about her. I've been seeing a lot less Jaguar, and it's starting to get back where we're talking about other topics and stuff like that. Ugh, I hate it being in that algorithm, y'all. And for those of you who didn't see the members live earlier, her dude, her boyfriend. Oh, now we switching to something else. Her boyfriend did end up calling me, and you know, wanted to challenge me to a fight and all this stuff. Oh, thank you, Demetria. She's looking out for me. She all like, y'all better pay him. He wanted to challenge me to a boxing match and all this other stuff. I played the voicemail on my members, so you can become a member and listen to it there. Again, people got to stop challenging people to fights and stuff like that. And the reason why is because you might see somebody that you're challenging to a fight and you don't know what they will do to you. You got to be very, very careful out here challenging people, because it's one thing when we're on this camera, but it's another thing when we turn off those cameras. And I know I look kind of short. People think I'm short. I'm not tall either. I'm 5'10". But a lot of people assume that I'm just like short and pudgy. No, like I'm not short and pudgy. No, you know, I'm a little fat. But you know, like you're not gonna walk up to me and fight me. Like that's not what you're going to do. You're not gonna do that. Fight for your woman, AT. No, he didn't like some of the stuff I was saying. But the stuff that I was saying, I was yelling at the content creators to leave her alone so we can finally get rid of her. Just like y'all said, stop talking about Netta and then she'll go away. I was telling the other content creators, stop talking about Jaguar Wright, and she'll go away. I was trying to warn them. And so for whatever reason, she didn't like what I was saying and all this other stuff. I don't care what you don't like or what you like. Lady, you've been talking crazy to people and talking about people and making up rumors and lies for years now. Somebody need to tell you to shut up. Like, I don't care. But anyway, he wanted to challenge me. Listen, I'm not fighting anybody that got nothing to lose. These are two couch surfers. Yes, two couch surfers. They literally go from couch to couch to couch. I'm not fighting y'all. Y'all have nothing to lose. I actually have a brand. Your brand is literally being chaotic. Like there's nothing good about your brand. Nothing good associated with your brand. Your brand is being known for being crazy. And if people want to talk about you because you're crazy, that's it. That's it. Like, that's all. If people want, like, they don't talk about you because you're doing something good. I'm sorry to tell you. And if you think that's ever going to happen, oh. These people don't care about you, Jack. You crazy. And like I said, don't even worry. I'm not hashtagging you. I'm not putting you in my top. Nah. After I said what I said, I'm done. But don't threaten me because it ain't nothing to go down to LA. Like I said, I'm going to do, oh no, I didn't share this with everybody, but I plan on traveling in August. So I'll be different places and stuff in August. So now that my ankle is doing better, y'all, I'm ready to start traveling. This ankle done slowed me down. And by the way, my ankle is doing better. For those of you who don't know who are new, I broke my ankle back in February. Even when I broke my ankle, people said I was faking it. I wasn't faking it, but I broke my ankle back in February. Luckily, I didn't need surgery. It's been able to heal on its own, so I'm doing a lot better. Sometimes my ankle bothers me at times. That might be the arthritis. What does arthritis feel like, y'all? I don't know what it feels like, but sometimes my ankle be getting kind of stiff, and then sometimes there might be a little pain. Listen, I haven't been to the doctor in 2 months. This ankle better still not be broken. No, my ankle was really hurt. No, I broke my ankle. No, I went to the doctor and everything like that. My journey has been documented. Cramps. Okay, it might just be cramps. Arthritis is painful. Okay, it's not arthritis then. Just pain and stiffness. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so it's not arthritis then. Okay. Good. Okay. Oh, I definitely don't want that. Jaguar needs her lips stitched together. Yes, she definitely needs her lips stitched together. And the weather changes. Okay, it's summer. Oh, damn. So in the winter, that's when I'll know I have arthritis or not. I'll be like, oh, shit, it's cold outside. My ankle hurting. Luckily, I've been able to wear shoes again. I can't wear new shoes, though. I tried to buy some new shoes recently, and, like, it hurt trying to get the shoes in because my feet are hella wide, y'all. Y'all seen pictures. I ain't gonna show you my feet, but my feet are wide. So it's always a tight squeeze to get my foot into a shoe. So, but yeah, I can't wear no new shoes. It definitely. Oh, arthritis is pain and stiffness. Oh. Oh, Lord, I got the ortho. Oh, damn. Damn, I got the author. Oh, shit. Remind me I got to call the doctor and get a doctor's appointment. I was waiting for the doctor to call me, but they hadn't called me. Okay. I'm going to schedule one for next week. I'm going to try to schedule an appointment for next week. Don't claim it? Okay, I'm not claiming it. I'm not gonna claim it. Damn, it sounds like off the. Because I've been going back to the gym. Like I don't do the treadmill, but I will do the bike. The bike. I haven't did the elliptical yet, but I do the bike. And so I was thinking maybe that's what it is. Did you pay your bill? Yeah, I did pay my bill. Yeah, I paid it. Expensive as shit, but I paid it. And I was thinking maybe that's what it is. Walking around the house, I'm fine. But say if I go on a walk outside or something like that, afterwards, like it'll be I don't want to say sore, but I feel some of kind of like some of the like the stiffness after a while, and like sometimes it might hurt a little. Not like a major pain, like oh shit, I can't move my foot, but it'll start to pain will like a flare up or something like that. You can cause arthritis to flare up through heavy exercise. Oh, okay. Well, because I'll put like the bike at like 13. You know how you can do like the different inclines and stuff like that? I'll put it at like 13. Maybe I'm putting it up too high. It's still healing. Probably. Okay. Yeah, I need to go to the doctor and ask them about it. Yeah. You guys are right about that. I'm in the Bay Area, Valerie. Yeah, I definitely need to ask him about that. And and I stopped wearing my boot. Now he didn't. He told me it'll be like another month in the boot, and so after that month, I stopped wearing the boot. I was all like, "Listen, that boot slowed me down. Like my hip would hurt and shit like that because with that boot, you gotta walk like you got a little a gangster lean with it and so like." That boot was slowing me down. Listen, I'm already fat, and I'm already slowed down. So just imagine having that heavy boot on me, and walking. That was too. Yeah, I took that boot off. I don't like stretch my foot, but I'll do the touch my toes and like stretch, but I don't know any kind of like foot exercises. Like I do like move my my foot up and down and stuff like that. It got motion, you know. Yeah, I'm doing it right now as we speak. Um, no, you're not putting it up too high. I broke my ankle in '94. I have a titanium plate. Oh, you actually had to get surgery. Oh, yeah, I'm not fat. I'm big bone. Yeah, that's right. It'll take a year to heal. Maybe you should see a PT. Okay, physical therapist. Yeah. Again, that's why. Yeah, I need to go back to the doctor and ask my doctor about all that. Definitely. Um. Anyway, so I think we went through all the topics. If I'm right, we talked about August Alsina and his lover. We talked about Rachel Lindsay and her dude, and how Dr. Umar said she was snow bunny. We talked about Sexy Red ain't selling no tickets. We talked about the Trump stuff. We talked about all that. Um, and I really don't talk politics on my show, so I'm surprised that many of you liked it. So thank you. We talked about racist Hulk Hogan. We talked about Netta and Charles. We finished with that. We talked about the TGIF Freakoff. Yeah, we covered everything. Yeah, this was a pretty good show, y'all. I like this. Just combining all the topics. What I'll probably do tomorrow is like chop it up and splice it up and stuff like that. So for everybody who's not going to watch the long 2-hour show, they'll get, a little something, where they don't have to watch the whole damn thing. Was there any topics that I haven't covered or any topics that you want me to cover? Go ahead and put it in the chat if there's like anything. One thing I don't cover is the Young Thug case. I'm so surprised, like, it's still been going on this long, and what's really going on. I was in the beginning, I was paying attention to it, and then I stopped. It's way too long, and I feel like I haven't really hopped on that trend. So I'm down in the algorithm. Nobody's gonna pay attention to what I'm gonna say, and then I gotta catch up on things. Yeah, it take me too long. So that's one thing I don't really talk about. I just kind of like whatever. Um, I know Tasha K and T.S. Madison are going through something. Um, yeah, that just got thrown out for it. I do know that. Um, the T.S. Madison Tasha K thing, I don't care. Let them hoes fight. That's what I gotta say. Let them hoes fight. That's basically it. And there's no hate to TS, there's no hate to Tasha. I just don't want to get involved with that because it's getting very dark. It's not funny. I usually like to talk about more funny things, and yeah, that's a little too dark right now. When it gets back to fun, that's something um, I'll get back into. Thank you, Rhonda. I appreciate that. Um, Man, I feel like there's a few more that I just kind of don't even mess with. Candace Owens. Candace Owens, there's a few things that I have to say about Candace Owens. I'm just not, I feel like this, and I'll do a video on it. I feel like she now wants to come back into black spaces, or not come back. She was never in black spaces. She wants to go to black spaces now that she got kicked out and everything like that. My issue is that all the people giving her a chance, did she give you a chance when she had her show on the Daily Wire? I ain't saying you gotta hate her. I ain't saying that you gotta talk about her. But at this point, how I feel about Candace Owens, that's none of my black business. And I'm gonna leave it like that. That's how I feel everybody else should be. That's none of my black business. Leave her where she is. Yeah, I did see the Don Lemon in her situation and stuff like that. Yeah, I did see that. And again, I'm gonna do a video on that. But again, you asked her certain questions and she answered them, and you should expect she's gonna answer it in that way. What's up, Dom? She's a raccoon. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how I feel about her. I will end up doing a video. Somebody asked me about Kenya. So they saying that Kenya is not fired or something like that. At this point, cancel the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Cancel it. Cancel it. Just cancel the show. What are we holding on to? Just cancel the damn show. I don't think the ratings are going to be high. I don't think nobody's really interested in it anymore. Honestly, to tell you the truth, nobody's really interested in the Housewives. Just cancel it. Come up with a whole new concept. Oh, there is something else I want to know. Does anybody watch Big Brother? So I think what I'm going to do is upload videos on this channel, and then I'll do like pre-recorded videos, and then I'll go live where we can have like a live discussion about what's going on with Big Brother. So let me do a 30-second countdown real quick. Does anybody watch Big Brother? Yes or no? 30 seconds. Okay, that was kind of mixed. Okay. Listen, we'll try it, and then we'll take it from there. If it don't do good, I'll be like, nah. we'll have like a private Discord or something like that where we can talk about the show or some shit. Or I'll I do tweet during the season, so I'll say like, hey, go to Twitter or something like that. Okay, yes, I'm getting some yes. I watched the UK version with Tiffany. Oh, that version was yo, Tiffany Pollard, New York, dope as hell. I was asking, does anybody watch Big Brother? They finally released the cast too, and I want to kind of give my predictions on how I think the season's gonna go. So I will do that tomorrow, or it's Tuesday for some of y'all already, but I'll do it tomorrow, and then we'll see how it goes. And then after that, oh, faithfully, okay. I'm excited. Okay, we'll do it tomorrow then. Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow. See how it goes, and then if it's only like 5 of us in here watching it, we'll save it for another time. What other, and then like I said, is there any topics that you guys want me to discuss that we haven't? They should have an elderly version of Bad Girls Club. That'd be funny. Who would you like to see, like Tokyo Tony on there and stuff like that? I would watch that if they did. Let me see. I'm just kind of going down like the news feed. Mama D. What Mama D do? Or you just mean talk about her in general? Mama D a fool. You know, I've been watching Love and Hip Hop in a long time. I did talk about the whole when Erica called her a blue monkey or whatever, Spice a blue monkey. We did talk about that. They haven't been trending on anything, so and again, I don't like watching the show, so it's not. When they got rid of Jocelyn, Stevie, Mimi, it was kind of like, no point in watching that. Jimmy Mama, Mama Jones, yeah, the Pumkosh. Oh, Mama D would be good on the old lady. Oh, yeah, the elderly Bad Girls Club. Yeah. And Pumkosh. Yep, put them on there. Bad Grandma's Club. Yep. Definitely, I can see that. That'd be funny. Oh, man. Y'all. What about the Traitors? I haven't really got into that show. Like, I watched part of the first season, but I haven't watched the second season. I know they're coming out with they're filming right now for a new season. You know what? Let me catch up on the show, and then when the third season come out, if I like it, we'll talk about it. You know? Open and fight at the bingo hall. Princess, you liked it? What's up? Ha ha ha. Yeah, okay. There's a few things. The second season was good. Yeah, they had Phaedra on there, right? Yeah. Dan from Big Brother was on. Yeah. They had Janelle on there too from Big Brother. Okay, I might check it out. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll check that out. All right, y'all, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Again, thank y'all for getting me to 46K. I appreciate it. Everybody who has been here from yesterday or they've been here 4 years ago, thank you for getting me to this point. I hate to say it, sound cliche, but without y'all, I would be nothing. And because of y'all, I'm here to stay. I'm here rocking with y'all, and just thank you for all the love and support. I'm very grateful that I get to do what I love, and which is to entertain you guys. So I can't ask for nothing but thank y'all. Love y'all. Deuces. Good night.